items that will be needed for the measure up today will be the total station tripod, handheld data collector, mast measure up tools, the laser receiver, and tape measure. In this video, you can see all of the listed items are set out, as well as prepping the machine, getting it ready for the measure up. Here we have Tom and the technician putting the machine into measure up position, getting the blade leveled and squared off, ready for the blade tip points to be shot, as well as putting the blade in a stable position. Now we will be setting up the total station tripod. You want to set this up in a spot or it won't slip, it won't be moved, or machines won't be able to hit it. In a case where you're on the shop floor, you'll want to get some sticky pads to help the total station tripod stay in its spot. You can see Tom leveling up the total station tripod, as well as getting the total station ready. Here he pulls out the total station tri-brack alone and just puts that on top of the tripod to level that up before he levels up the total station to the tri-brack. Now that he has it leveled, he's going to set the total station on top, lock it into place, and turn it on to prepare it for leveling. First, we have 1 to 250. We'll get that centered. Then we drop down to 1 to 100, then 1 to 10. And once leveled there, we'll check on 1 to 1. If the dot is within the circle on 1 to 1, you're good to go. You can now set your total station into connection mode and face the total station at the front of the machine, ready to be measured. Here, the technician is connecting the tablet to the EC520 or via the Wi-Fi system using the Cytec #1 password. Now we are logging into the web interface to prepare for the measure up. Once in, this is the screen that gets brought up. We'll go down to configure and then over to install assistant. This is where we will unlock the screen. Once unlocked, we are going to restart our machine setup here. We want to verify that the machine has been correctly set up and is properly seeing all of the devices that have been set on the machine. First, we start with the machine's type, then we move to machine description. We then go to our sensor mounting. We verify which types of mounts we have. In this case, we have solid masts that don't move, and we have one on the right and the left, both in fixed positioning, which means that the mast cannot go up and down. They're at one spot, and where the receivers are set is where they stay. Once we've completed that, we move on to our radios and gateways. In this video, we do not have a S&M nor an SNR, so we both leave those off, and then we proceed to the next part. Optional devices, we don't have any external light bars, so we leave that off, and then we click on to the next. Lastly, it asks for the units. We put that into US feet because we set the total station in US feet to keep everything consistent. So we'll leave it in US feet and then we hit next. Now we've completed our setup. We verified that the machine is correct. Now we can move on to our measure up. Once in the measure up screen, it'll give you a brief overview of what we will be completing today with some equipment that you will need. Next, it has you positioning the machine, which we have already done. Then it gives you all of the points that will be shot today and gives you an overview of where each one is, as well as a tag to what each one is. Next, you can see that we have the total station set up away from the machine. Our measure up targets are on top of the mass. Now we've moved on back over to our setup where we're going to set up our tablet to connect with the total station. We set our new site and it's in US feet. We don't touch anything on site creation options. Each new site requires a new work order. This work order is not used for anything besides what's on the tablet. So here Tom puts measure with today's date. We do not have a design, so we can hit accept. In this case, it brings up a receiver setup. We are not looking to connect to the receiver. So you can see here, Tom is canceling out of that. He's going to total station. And now we're going to proceed with our total station connection. We have Trimble SPS series, which can be found on the bottom of the total station. We're using a radio. The total station will display its connection channels. As you can see, Tom is selecting the connection channels and hits accept. Upon hitting connect, you can see connecting. It brings up a level compensator. Here we can see it's almost dead level, so we leave it there. Temperature, we leave it's relative to the indoor temperature, so you want to set whatever temperature you're at. Here we set our northern, eastern elevation to 5,000, 1,100, so that when we go to check our values for what the machine is saying versus what the rover is saying in our check-in, it allows the values to be smaller and simpler to read. Once that's set and faced at the machine, we're now ready to connect and do a new measure up. So you can see Tom is going to new control points. Everything is now set up and we're ready to begin measuring the machine. The tech is here taking a picture of the machine setup. He then prints that out so that they can go through it while shooting the points instead of going back and forth between the machine and the total station. To start, we shoot the receivers, both left and right. As you can see, we are on the target, and when you are on a target, the display will show the values changing. This will reflect the total station seeing an acrylic target. Once locked on to the target and ready to capture that point, we hit measure in the bottom left. We type in the point name, hit measure, and it takes. During this time, you'll hear a noise that will confirm the point has been shot. Then we have the nose cone of the greater blade attachment with its 3 spots, all relative to that centerpiece. Then we move over to the blade on the left side. We have our top, our blade tip, bolt hole, and cutting edge. Here you can see those points again. This top one is only on this side and is only shot one time to allow the blade to know where its top point is. Once done, we move over to the right side, placing the targets on the cutting edge, blade tips, and bolt holes. Once all of our points have been shot, we will take all of the points, move them over to a memory card with the file name. We'll save them to that memory card. Pop that out and we'll pop that into the machine. The measure up has a specific screen where it can take a CSV file. We've uploaded the file from the USB drive into the machine. This automatically enters all of the values throughout the measure up, as you can see. First, we'll select our mast. The mast is fixed, yet it is hollow like the picture shows. We then move on. You can see here our points. It takes a calibration. Next, we move on to our blade tips. then to our cutting edge, then to our blade tips, bolt holes, our blade height, which was that point on the left side, our mast points for top and bottom on the left as well as on the right, our nose pieces, front, top, and center. Here the tech is just verifying all the points have been entered and are correct. The machine then wants to know some physical distances. So here you can see they are measuring the distance between the two lift arms. That was 2.54 feet. We'd used a 1/10 tape to complete that. Next, it wants us to raise the attachment up. We raise the attachment up significantly off the ground, like it says, and then hit continue. Once saved, then it wants a few extra machine dimensions from the cutting edge to the back of the machine, as well as the cutting edge to the front of the machine, which can be seen here. Again, measuring in tenths with a 1/10 tape. Those values then entered in, hit next, and we've completed our measure up. Next, you move on to your extra calibrations or tasks on the list. In this case, we're moving on to machine dimensions. These values from before have been entered in, as well as there are optional attachment measurements that can be done. We do not have them, so we've left them. Once this is completed, we will move over and start the valve calibration for this machine. Here it's going to show you how to set the machine up. You're going to want to put the attachment all the way up in the air. We're going to select one of our valves based on the control that we select on the cat side. First, it's set to tandem to control both. We want to set it to the right or the left. Depending on what you select on the cat side, you'll select the opposite on the EarthWorks side. Here he selected the right and then the left. He is setting the limits for the upper left side. As you can see, he's got the attachment all the way up in the air to allow for full motion of the valves. Once he's completed his upper limit, he then sets his lower limit by dropping the opposite side down, as you can see. Once he's got his lower limit set, he hits next and it takes the reading. He then switches into auto mode and then the calibration starts. Here you can see it starts out slower, and then as it moves through, the machine starts moving the blade faster and faster to calibrate the range limits for the controls. You will do this for the opposite side. Once you have completed both sides, you will then restart this process over again. The first time through is to purge out the air from the system. The second time through is to correctly calibrate the valves to the machine. Once you've completed both sides, you can move on and check in the machine. Here you can see that we have set the laser up in front of the machine with the machine face directly at the laser. The lasers have a slope linked to them and are far enough away from the laser where they are catching the laser strike. The tech then benches the left laser and then proceeds to bench the right laser. Once benched, the tech will drive forward slowly with the machine in the attachment in the air. As you can see, he is fighting the machine and the machine is correcting the blade and keeping it at that same level spot that it was benched at. This proves that the blade is holding still and is working correctly in automatics. Now we have verified that the machine has been checked in and the tests have been completed.